everyone, I'm just coming on to do a quick show and tell of what I've done over the last few days. This is a Easter card I made for my niece Leah, who is the youngest niece. The rest of the kids are all older. After Leah, the next one's 15, so Easter's kind of played out with them now, although they still want chocolate. But I'm not doing Easter eggs this year. They get far too much chocolate and sweets, and so I have said I'll put money in a card, or money in an envelope, should I say. But with Leah being the youngest, I thought I'll make her a nice card so she feels as if she's still got something. I will be making a smaller version of this into a bookmark for her, so that she's got a keepsake that will last her forever type of thing. So that's Leah's. Then we have got the older kids. Now, I got these off of Etsy. Wait a minute and I'll tell you who the seller is. Etsy. You purchases. Romantic Letters is the name of the company. And you get tags and the envelopes. I chose these ones because they've got the egg on it, and that's the one I've kept for them all. So I have got my eldest niece, who is 20, and her boyfriend, because he's part of the furniture now. My older nephew is Jack, and then my own two. So that's what they've got. And I've just inked them with, in fact, all of that is inked with Speckled Egg Distress ink. That one there. It's a lovely duck egg blue. It's really nice. I really like it. So that's Easter all sorted. I just need to put the money in for them and they're done. The other thing I've been doing is some altered envelopes, and these will just be for going into journals and stuff. So I have got this one here, and I was just using scrap paper that I had that was big enough to cover these, and I've used stamps. I have used some ink, just watercoloured with ink. I've used some words, and just some ephemera, a little bit of lace, a little bit of, I think that was lace as well actually, that I chopped down, and that was just a wee applique that I chopped. So that's one. And I made these on the envelope punch board. I just varied the sizes and shapes, just for something different. So this one is just on a circle, scrap paper. This was a freebie from Artemis on her group on Facebook. She had done a challenge last year. Can't remember when, but that was part of the challenge. And then I've just got words that are also a freebie on Creating with Scrimpin' Mummy. On that group I have done quite a few words. I've done variable colours, and I've also just done ones with fruit and some foodie words. So yep, done that. And again, I just done them on the envelope punch board, and I think this one's actually, no, it's not sealed itself. There we go. So we've got that one. Then we've got this one here. Again, it was a scrap of paper. I have done some gentle inking, stamping. I have done a heart-shaped punch with some scrap paper, a little butterfly punch, and I always do these. I've got loads of them done, and it's just butterfly with a little bit of vellum, and then a couple of wee silver diamantes. I think they just look so much nicer than the stickers rhinestones, which I do love, but they just look more elegant, I think. Then I've just got a little scrap of ribbon, a little scrap of lace that I've actually chopped down. This was a much thicker lace, but I just cut a wee bit off, and this was an embellishment from Stampin' Up, and again the words were my own, and the same with the envelope style, just on the envelope punch board. It's just so much easier. This one is quite simple. I haven't put any words on it yet. Another little bit of watercolour, bit of stamping, a couple of bits of ephemera, try and spit that out, and a little bit of lace and a wee butterfly. Again, this was just a scrap, and you can see there's a wee bit of glitter on the inside of that, and it's from glitter glue. Don't know how it got on there, but it's staying on. See if I can pick it up. There you go, you can see it there. But it's an inside, don't care. Then we got this one, more scraps of paper, bit of stamping, wee label, a stamp that I have used. I think it's Dark Room Doors, global bookmark, global postmarks, I think, maybe, not sure. But a circle one, a wee stamp, and just more watercolour. And again, it is just scraps of paper that I had. This one I quite like, and I got this idea from Julie from Camellia Craft Designs, and it's the hot glue seal, and I just love them. I'll show you some more of them at the end of this video. And again, I have just added a little bit of stamping, a couple of bits of lace, which is actually attached to that anyway. And again, it is just a scrap of paper that I had left from, this is the spring watercolour from Artemis. So that's where that came from. Quite a lot of that paper is actually here. Another one, just a little bit of stamping. The word spring was already on the paper. I have added a couple of mulberry leaves, a couple of wee paper flowers, a couple of them are actually glittered. And they're just nice and simple, yet they are going to be super handy. This one is just a little bit of stamping again, a little bit of cotton lace there, and then I have just got a die cut with the word graceful there. And this is actually on it's like a glittered paper. It's so pretty. So that's what that is. Then we've got this one, similar design as before, a little bit of scrap lace, a little bit of scrap of ribbon, seam binding actually. I have put a scrap of paper there, the word natural, a little bit of cheesecloth, and then one of my butterflies. As I said, I have got tons of them, absolutely tons, and I actually splattered that with some ink. I just put some wet watercolour ink onto my glass mat and then just splattered it with a paintbrush. Really like it. In this one here we have got a little bit of watercolour stamping, more splatter, a little bit of seam binding, a little bit of lace, an applique, a wee pearl, the word, and some plastic bling trim. And then on the back, nothing. So that is the little envelopes that I have been doing. Now I'll just show you the little bits of are they in here? No, they're not. Oh, they're here. waiting on an avalanche because everything's all piled at the side of me. Right, so these are the little glue. Now this one isn't fully done properly, it's an odd shape, but I really like it. I like the butterfly on it, and that'll look perfect on a journal. I'm going to zoom out a wee bit actually, because I feel as if I'm awfully close and getting out of shot quite a bit. Ugh. There we go, that should be better. Then we have got this one, again, not a perfect shape, but going on a journal it will be absolutely fine. And you can trim them down a wee bit if you want. And all I did was nice bit of decorative paper, a big squodge of hot glue, and then I actually used this metal lid and just pressed into the glue, let it sit for a minute, and then I released it, and that's what you get. You just trim it round. That's another one, and these were actually papers that were misprinted. They were discoloured. When I printed them off, my printer was dying and the ink was a strange colour. It wasn't the colour it should have been, but for these they're ideal. Then we have got a little bee. We have got, let me see what else I've got in here, a little owl. We have got a little bird, some roses, little butterfly, and that's actually a gold metallic. Then we have got the smaller ones are actually using a proper wax seal. It's this one here, just with a rose on it. So that's what I've been using as well. And we've got little ones, little bee. Let me see what else I've got in here. Another little moth or a bee, whatever it is. As I said, I just done a stack of these and they will go in my stash for when I need them. Another wee rose. Just a bit of plant. That was obviously a scrap of paper. Another little scrap. But as I said, to add these into your journals, they work out absolutely perfect. What are these ones? That one is just a little cluster with a paper clip on the back. And then we've got more little plants and another little bee. And I think that's it. I've got another little cluster there with a hidden paper clip. I've got a few wee clusters. I've just been making them up as I settled, doing not much. A little glue one. I have got a banner. You can add your paper clip on the back. I haven't done it yet because I'm not sure yet where I'm going to put it, whether I want paper clip going sideways or whether I want it coming down. So I haven't done it yet. These are just a few wee round ones. Got that one, and I've got that one. Got this one which is the heart shaped. I've got one of the banners on a paper clip. And again, that's just a scrap of paper, a little scrap of canvas and a bit of paper. This is just a little canvas tag. Couple of bits of paper, the word, couple of wee rhinestones, and then a bit of lace and your butterfly. So as I said, they're just embellishments. That one I have added a paper clip. I need to actually stick that down again. So I'll do that just now while I'm here. They're just embellishments. They will be fantastic to add to any journals. What did I add? That was double-sided tape, I think. I'll just add this in, and that will give it extra security. There we go. And I am just going to add my little clip to this, just to hold it while it sets. So that's been it. That's what I have been making over the last week maybe. I've also done obviously my challenge for creating my Scrimping Mummy, and that's it really. I haven't done much else. I will come back on and do a couple of these little, in fact I think I might come back on and do a couple of the envelopes, maybe go a little bit smaller. I have all my little strips of paper that I've got cut. I've got little banner shapes, I've got some that are just torn, I've got some circles, I've got some die cuts, so they're all ready just to go. So I will pop on and do that probably. So I hope that that's gave you a little bit of inspiration maybe, and I just keep these in a wee tab next to me so that if I'm doing any projects I just add them on, and they're just nice and handy, so you're not struggling at the last minute. And these type of ones, you can add these with your little bit of lace, your little bit of ribbon, a banner coming down, add a paper clip. They can just be added to the top of your cluster. And with these ones, like that one is really light, but it's got the rose impression. If I just tilt that to the light, you might be able to see it. Maybe not, but it's that rose impression that's on it. But what you can do is use your rubbing buff. You can even just use your distress inks. I think this is Vintage Photo on it, and just dab lightly over the top of it and you will see the pattern just come to life, like so. Okay, so it does pick it up. Not perfect by any means, but a junk journal shouldn't be perfect. That's not what they're intended for. Anyway, I'm going to let you go here, and I will be back soon with a few embellishment videos, because I think that's where I'm going to go for the next wee bit to build up my embellishments in my ephemera box. So I will speak to you all soon. Thanks for subscribing and thanks for watching. Take care. Bye for now.